You know the thing you've been avoiding? The project, the email, the conversation, the work that actually matters. What if I told you that today is the last day you'll ever be able to do it? Not because the deadline passed, not because the opportunity closed, but because tomorrow, something in your brain clicks off, the part that can still choose differently, and you become permanently locked into the pattern you're living right now. Forever busy, never productive, always moving, never arriving. Let me show you what that looks like. Imagine you're sitting in a dark theater. The movie starts, and you realize, with a sinking feeling in your stomach, that you're watching yourself. You see, you wake up. There's intention in your eyes. Today's different, you tell yourself. Today, you'll finally tackle that thing. You sit down, open your laptop, and then, ping, one notification, just one. You watch yourself reach for your phone. Real quick, you say. You see the exact moment your eyes glaze over. 2 minutes in, 3 videos deep, inbox open, online shopping for things you don't need. The you on screen looks busy, fingers moving, eyes scanning, but there's something hollow about it, something automatic. An hour passes in the movie, then 2. By the end of the day, you see yourself collapse in a bed, exhausted. But when the camera pulls back to show what you actually accomplished, nothing that mattered. And then the movie loops. You watch it again, same morning, same intention, same notification, same glazed eyes, same exhaustion, same nothing. Again and again and again. You can't look away. You're watching yourself from the outside now, and you can see patterns you never noticed while living them. You see the micro decisions that chain together into wasted years. You see the exact moment, every single day, when you choose distraction over discomfort, when you pick busy over meaningful, when you trade your potential for a dopamine hit so small you can't even remember it 5 minutes later. The worst part? The you on screen thinks they're trying. They're not lazy. They're not giving up. They're just managing, staying busy, treading water. But you, watching from the dark theater, can see what they can't. They're drowning in motion, suffocating in activity, dying by 1,000 tiny distractions they convinced themselves didn't matter. The movie keeps playing, but now it starts showing you things. Memories, moments. You see yourself at your desk, about to start that career-defining presentation. You watch your brain light up with anxiety. Not the kind that makes you run, but the subtle kind that whispers, what if you fail? What if you're not good enough? And you watch what you do with that fear. You don't face it. You reorganize your desktop, color code your calendar, clean your inbox for 3 hours. By the end, the you on screen feels accomplished, productive, even. But the presentation? Still blank. You see this pattern repeat. The bigger the stakes, the busier you get with things that don't matter. Not because you're lazy, because your 50,000-year-old brain is trying to protect you. It perceives that presentation as a threat. It triggers your fight or flight response. And because you can't literally run away, you do the next best thing. You procrastinate yourself into oblivion. The movie zooms in. You see your brain, this beautiful, ancient survival machine, screaming for immediate rewards. On a savanna 50,000 years ago, this saved your life. Find food, instant gratification. Find shelter, immediate safety. Your ancestors survived because their brains prioritized what's right in front of them, what feels urgent, what delivers dopamine now. But you're not on a savanna. You're at a desk, working on abstractions that won't pay off for months. And your brain? It's still screaming for that instant hit. Every notification is a dopamine trigger. Every like, every scroll, every refresh, all engineered to hijack the exact reward system that kept your ancestors alive. When you choose TikTok over the report, you're not weak. You're just human. Your ancient brain doing exactly what it evolved to do. But here's what the movie shows you that breaks your heart. Instant gratification doesn't build careers. It doesn't create success. It doesn't move you forward. It just keeps you comfortable. And comfort is where potential goes to die. The movie shifts perspective. Now you're seeing your life from above, like a time lapse. Days blurring into weeks, weeks into months. And you start to see the bigger pattern. Every app on your phone, every website you visit, every platform you use, They're all optimized for one thing: keeping you hooked. Notifications aren't accidents. Infinite scroll isn't a bug. Autoplay isn't a convenience. These are features designed by teams of engineers whose entire job is to make sure you never put your phone down. You're not just fighting your biology. You're fighting a $1 trillion attention economy that profits from your distraction. And all of it makes you feel productive. You see yourself responding to messages, clearing notifications, staying on top of things. You're busy. God, you're so busy. But busy isn't productive. Busy is just busy. Activity without achievement. Motion without meaning. You see another pattern: perfectionism, the invisible prison. Every time you're about to start something important, you wait. Wait for the perfect time, the perfect conditions, the perfect mood. Wait until you feel ready. But ready never comes. Perfect never arrives. And while you're waiting in the movie, month after month, year after year, you're not making progress. You're just stuck, paralyzed by the gap between where you are and where you think you should be. The camera zooms in on your face. You can see the exact moment when you tell yourself, "I'll start tomorrow, when I'm more prepared, when I feel motivated, when conditions are better." But tomorrow never looks different from today. The conditions never get better. The motivation never arrives on its own. You're waiting for a rescue that isn't coming. The movie pauses, freezes on your face mid-scroll, and a voice, maybe yours, maybe someone else's, maybe just the universe trying to wake you up, says, "Motivation doesn't come first. Work does." Motivation and work exist in a cycle. Motivation sparks work, yes, but work also creates motivation. When you complete even a small task, you get a hit of accomplishment. That accomplishment fuels energy. That energy makes the next task easier. It's a snowball, but you've been waiting for someone else to push it, and no one's coming. The movie plays forward, but now it splits into two screens. On the left, the version of you that keeps waiting. 6 months from now, still scrolling, still procrastinating, still busy without being productive, still telling yourself tomorrow will be different, even though you know it won't be. The face on screen looks tired, not from working, from pretending. On the right, a different version. 6 months from now, this one wakes up and actually does the work that matters. Not someday, today. Sits down, focuses, makes real progress on the things that will change their life. No scrolling, no shallow busy work, no fake productivity. At the end of each day, they look back and see tangible results. Projects completed, goals achieved, real movement forward. Same person, same potential, different choice. The only difference? One understood that starting, imperfect, messy, uncomfortable starting, is the only thing that separates people who achieve their goals from people who just talk about them. Suddenly, the movie stops. The theater lights don't come up. You're sitting in complete darkness, and you realize this isn't a movie. This is your life. You've been watching it from the outside, but you've also been living it. Both things are true at once. And right now, in this moment, you're at the split, the decision point, the place where the two screens diverge. You can walk out of this theater and go back to the pattern. Wake up tomorrow with intention, hit by a notification, disappear into distraction, collapse in a bed exhausted, repeat. You can keep telling yourself that tomorrow will be different while doing the exact same thing that made today the same as yesterday. Or you could do something else. You're not in a theater. You never were. You're here, right now, reading this. And the work you've been avoiding, it's still waiting for you. Here's what happens next. Close this. Not in 5 minutes. Now, open the one thing you've been avoiding. Not the easy thing. Not the comfortable thing. The thing that triggers that anxiety. The thing your brain has been protecting you from. Set a timer. 1 minute. That's all. Just 1 minute. Don't think about finishing. Don't worry about it being perfect. Just start. Because here's what happens when you start. Starting is the hardest part. Once you're in motion, staying in motion is easy. That 1 minute turns into 2. 2 turns into 5. 5 turns into flow. And suddenly, you're working. Not because you felt motivated, but because you started. Use the 2-minute rule for everything that takes less than 2 minutes. Do it immediately. Don't add it to a list. Don't schedule it. Just do it. This prevents small tasks from piling up into an overwhelming mountain. Break the big thing down, not write the report. Instead, open the document, write the title, write one sentence. Each tiny completion gives you momentum for the next. And here's the secret nobody tells you. You're not going to feel motivated. You're not going to feel ready. You're never going to feel like the time is perfect. But you can start anyway. 6 months from now, you'll look back at this moment. You'll remember sitting here, reading this, knowing exactly what you needed to do. And you'll see with perfect clarity which choice you made. Did you close this and go right back to the pattern? Or did you close this and open the work? Because that choice, that one decision, is the only thing that separates the two versions of your life playing on those screens. Your brain is ancient. Your distractions are modern. But your potential, that's timeless. Stop waiting. Stop watching your life from the outside. Stop being the protagonist in a movie that loops forever. The lights just came back on. Now go start.